Hey, welcome back. This is Dan Brzezowski, and you're in the No Comfort Zone. We are in season 4. And why are we in season 4? You'll find out in the episode. I'll see you on the inside. Thanks for coming to the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Yes, it's true. We're in season 4 right now. And the reason why we're in season 4, thanks so much for all the listeners. Thanks for the great reviews. What's really cool is my son actually read my reviews and he's like, Dad, you're doing something good here. I thought it was great that he had a chance to read those reviews and see them. He's actually a listener to the podcast now. So Max, welcome to the program. So here we are today, and today for me is 4:55. And why 4:55? Because yes, my friends, I am back in the No Comfort Zone. I went through a reality check, looking over my goals, my dreams. It's coming up on the ends of the year, and I'm thinking to myself, what have I done in 2020? Well, in 2020, I got caught up. I became very reactionary, as a lot of us have. And although I've met a few great people through this podcast and have super solid relationships, I realized something, that I drifted away from the ideal version of myself. I got distracted. So I recalibrated and I gave myself a reality check and I weighed in. I looked at my finances, I looked at my business, I looked at my consulting, and I took a big picture of everything and I looked at how it currently is, became aware of where I'm at. I identified how it got there, just like in the blueprint. I made a decision and a commitment of what I'm willing to do to change it. And here I'm taking the action. Today is the first day. I'm actually in my studio in the basement right now, recording this podcast. And I want you to know something. This podcast is more to me than just me speaking to you and reaching out and touching you and saying that, you know what, I believe in you and I know that you can do it. We all need that. And I'm looking at where my goals were about 20 years ago, more than that, 25 years ago, where I wanted to make $3,000 a month in the professional industry of selling automobiles. And I wanted to make $3,000 a month because that's what my bills were. I had no idea that over the span of my lifetime that I would actually, and I literally did this, I went through the awareness part and identified where I was at in my life, that I've made millions in the car business. I had no idea until I put pen to paper and I realized how much money I've actually made. I realized all the time, the training and education that I had to go through to get to that point. And I can honestly say this after 28 years, the more that you learn, and if money is your thing, and if you're going after it, then the more you'll earn. You just have to create those new brain cells, as I'm learning from Bob Proctor in his program, what is it? You Were Born Rich, which I'm listening to for the next 30 days. So I'm getting a lot of information from there, and I'm going through the workbook, and it's something that I'm doing. In my off time, I'm trying to sharpen my axe. I'm trying to get better. So season 4 in the podcast, and here we are. I'm actually in the basement, and I went over my goals of where I'm at and where I'm going. I weighed in. On YouTube, if you want to check it out, I'm going to be posting those videos. I'm in my kitchen without a shirt, explaining the No Comfort Zone, where I'm at actually, not, in theory, but where I'm at actually. I'm in my kitchen. I'm standing there without a shirt. This is what really happened during COVID. Here's what my body looks like. And I'm going to go down in the basement into the laboratory, and I'm going to work on me, and I'm going to become the best version of myself. And I'm going to put all of that theory and all that blueprint, I'm going to throw it into action again and become again the ideal version that I want to be. And I just heard an interesting quote from Bob Proctor's book. And I'll have a link somewhere on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you want to get it, where you can go check out the book and listen to it. But he's to mention Cary Grant, and on Cary Grant's obituary, Cary Grant, and briefly, I'm going to go over this. Cary Grant, the famous actor, said to himself, I acted like Cary Grant long enough until I became him. Well, I'm going to be the ideal version of myself starting today. And it's funny, and I want to talk about this for just a minute. So I went through my awareness cycle on the camera that I'm going to post on YouTube, and what I'm doing and my workout and all that other stuff that I'm going to do, so you can actually see what I'm going through. I think it'll offer you a lot of value. And I'll be getting those up shortly. So if it's not there yet, don't worry, it will be. And that's going to be, what is the YouTube? I think it's Team No Comfort Zone or No Comfort Zone. You can check it out there. but on YouTube. So what I wanted to tell you is that I did my workout already. I weighed in, I got in front of the camera. I'm 221 pounds, 19% body fat, 30% BMI. It's just, I'm horrible. I'm in bad, I'm the no comfort zone guy, and I'm completely 50 and fat. But what's interesting is when I wrote that up on the board and then I went back afterwards to get ready for tomorrow, already today, I'm planning for tomorrow. What I did was I actually posted on the board that instead of being 50 and fat, I wrote 50 and fit. And I changed parts of the blueprint to a more positive state because I'm already in a positive state. I'm going in my success cycle. And I'm telling you this, if you don't know what the success cycle is, go to launchwithdan.com. Get on my calendar so we can have a conversation. As I go through it, I'll walk you through it as well. I'm looking for a few people who are interested in getting to the next step, the finances, the relationships, everything that you could possibly think of that you're looking for to be better in your life. That's what I'm working on myself right now. And I have a proven system that works. But you got to work it. And I didn't work it. And that's the problem. I got reactive during COVID. And I spent a lot of time being cerebral and thinking and being reactionary. And now I'm at that point where it's December. Here we are. And now I got to get to the next step. And I know that I can take you with me. I know 90 days from now, I'm going to be a substantially better person than I am today, right now. I already know it. I've done this time and time again. So do me a favor. Join me on this journey. Go to launchwithdan.com. Come and check me out. Get on my calendar. I'll call you, and we'll link up. I'll direct you to the Facebook page. We'll exchange some comments. I'll post it. I might even interview you. Let's do this together, because what are you going to do? If you don't start today, when are you going to start? I mean, the best time to start was 90 days ago. And since you don't have 90 days ago, the best time to start is now. This is your reality check. Are you fat? Are you broke? Are you unhappy? Well, if you're fat, broke, and unhappy, what are you doing? You got to do something that's going to get you outside of your comfort zone. This is your reality check. It is happening right now. It's like that woman who's on the top of a roof, and the little boat comes by, and he goes, "Hey, lady, the river's overflowing. You're flooded already. You're on top of your roof. Do me a favor. Get in the boat and let's go." No, she's like, "No, I'm waiting for God to help me." And the next thing you know, there's a bigger boat that comes by with more people, and they say, "Get on the boat. Your house is going to be blown away. I mean, come on, get on the boat." And she's like, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me." And then the next one comes by, a helicopter comes down. "Lady, your house, it's going to be drifted away in the river. You're going to drown. You need to get on this helicopter." And she's like, No, I'm waiting for God to save me. And guess what? She drowns. When she's at the pearly gates and she's meeting up there with the saints, and she's meeting up there with the Lord Jesus Christ and God and everybody, and they're talking to her, you know what she said? She goes, "God, how come you couldn't save me?" And she goes, "Well, I sent you a boat. I sent you a bigger boat and a helicopter. I mean, come on, you couldn't get the message?" Listen. This is out here for you right now. And now's the time for you to take action. Just take a step. It's all I'm asking you to do is take a step in the right direction toward yourself and act as if you know you're going to be successful. Act as if you know you're going to be successful. I'm doing it with you. I'm not doing it like I'm not coaching you right now and telling you I'm in it right now with you. Let's partner up and let's get to that point where we go from A to Z. And A to Z is where you're at right now, and Z is where you want to be. And let's get through this together. I mean, I think that would be a great idea to do that. Remember, act as if you're already living the lifestyle. That's from Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's the 10th anniversary edition. Man, this is an old book. And I just picked it up. I had it on my desk, and I just thought, I'm going to open up a page and talk about it on my podcast. Mission accomplished. Anyway, so I'm going to go get ready for my day. I'm getting ready to go to the dealership. I'm going to go ahead and drink my water. I did my 30 minutes of cardio. I did my squats with no weights, by the way. I'm doing this whole thing with no weights and just stuff that I have in my little basement. And I put it up on a dry erase board, and I talk about things, and I'm going to go through where my head's at, and I'm going to give you links to certain things gear that I'm using as I'm going through this journey, which is very minimal, by the way. That's the whole goal, minimalistic. I do have a kick-ass blender, though, that I'm going to break out and do a video on. I love my blender, by the way. And then also what supplements I may or may not be taking and what workout program I'm actually going to sign up with, which is no weights. And I'm going to see which one's going to be the best one for me. But stay tuned, because you know what? I do know this. If you start working on your inside, you start to get your body right, your mind right, things will start working out. And then you can get out of your comfort zone and you can begin to live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.